Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new free point guard 100 overall Bob Cousy. Now, this is not the 100 overall card that I am excited for. I mean, the other three are far more interesting to me than this Bob Cousy is, and that is because he's 6'1". I'm sorry. It's fine. Hard for me to get excited about a Bob Cousy card when he's 6'1" at the point guard position. Now, he's about as good as a 6'1" point guard's going to be. Got a 6'8" wingspan, which is about as long as you'll ever see on a 6'1" PG. And just overall, looks really solid for what he is. But what he is not an exceptional card, so I think that is the honest truth. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. I believe this is video like 8 of the day out of potentially, 9 maybe, I don't know. A lot of videos today. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Bob Cousy, 6'1", 99 offense and defense, and 99 stats literally across the board. There's just nothing to critique this card on. You know what I mean? He does everything well. He's really good. You know what I mean? He's just really, really good. He shoots the ball very, very well. He's got perfect stats, perfect badges, perfect everything. He's just 6'1". Like, that's it. There's nothing else to complain about. Nothing about this card is really bad. I would probably add Rise up, especially with the 99 standing dunk. But, like, in general, there's just not a lot to complain about with Bob Cousy. The problem with this card is that he's 6'1". That is the only problem with this card, but that is the main problem with this card at the end of the day. So it is what it is. I am excited to see what his animations are feeling like in game, though, and also what his release looks like specifically. I loaded in the wrong lineup, so let me make sure I put the right lineup in here real quickly so that we can use Mr. Bobby. And let's see what he feels like, man. Honestly, I just want to see what is the release looking like first and foremost. Interesting. That's actually really butter. And did you see where I just graded from? I just graded from the actual logo. The first shot. That is interesting. Like, not a bad release, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little interesting, but I don't feel like it's bad at all. It's Jaden McDaniel's base. It's pretty smooth. It's quick. It's not bad at all. And then obviously, I mean, you got Trae Young behind the back, or Trae Young escape, Jamal Murray behind the back, John Wall drag back. Pretty standard SIGs. Kyrie dribble style in the Pro 2 fade. Very, very standard SIGs. These are kind of the go-to SIGs. End of the year SIGs this year. These look to be the end game SIGs. Very standard stuff. Very elite, of course. And I think as a whole, this Bob Cousy is about as good of a card as you can pretty much make a 6'1" point guard. You know what I mean? He's as athletic as can be. Like, if you are somehow a Bob Cousy fan, which, I mean, if you're a Bob Cousy fan, you're probably 73 years old. But, like, if that's you, then, hey, this card is for you. Now, I feel like the majority of people, this is the card out of this drop, out of this rewards that will sit on people's bench. Like, they will get these 4 cards. They're going to use Moses. There's a very good chance they're going to use Hondo / Oscar, at least one of those two guys, if not both of them. But are they going to use this Bob Cousy? Probably not. And that's okay. But in this game, we're going to use him, and I think he's going to be solid. So let's hop into a game. Let's see what Mr. Cousy can do. Okay, so I'm going up against the future, who has Jokic, Jaylen Brown, Dr. J, Dikembe at the 5, and he has, who does he have at the 4? Bill Russell. Okay, good squad for sure. Jokic at the 1. We are going to let Bob Cousy guard Jokic for exactly 1 possession, and then we are going to put him on Jaylen Brown. I already switched him onto Jaylen Brown, but I'm going to X-switch him onto Jokic first possession of the game, just to see defensively how he does at 6'1" against a 6'11" point guard. And until he abuses it, I'll leave him on Jokic. I'm going to X-switch him manually onto Jokic every single play until he manually abuses that mismatch. Good shot there with Dr. J. Gets himself an open shot. Dude seems like a competent player for sure, so give credit there. Let's see what we can do with Mr. Cousy, though. I know it's a 6'1" PG. People aren't exactly used to that, but look at Bob. Look at creating space and missing the 3-ball. I suck at this video game. Gotta be having a great time right now. Good front fade, and oh my goodness, Kyle Kuzma, you just got dogged out. Legitimately, you just got owned, sunned by Bill Russell, and we have ourselves, unfortunately, a deficit now for the first time this game. We'll go back to the left now. Back this way, behind the back should be green. Green it. Beautiful, good stuff. Bob Cousy knocks down the Jamal Murray behind the back. This dude's defense is looking questionable right now. I will not lie to y'all, so that is all right. Go guard Jokic again, because why not? 6'1" dude on 6'11" dude. You got this. Easy matchup. And there you go. That is why he is too small. That is all I wanted to showcase, and that is that. Now we let him guard Jaylen Brown for the rest of the game. If you're going to use this card, make sure he guards the shortest player on the court, please, because that will happen if he gets matched up against big dudes. That's the reason that I say right there that a guy like this is too small at this point in the year. That is why I wanted to put him on Jokic for one possession, was just to showcase that. Just for all the people who are in my comments saying, height doesn't matter. You don't know how to use him. Like I get those types of comments sometimes. Trust me, at a competitive level, you're going to lose because of a lack of size if you put a 6'1" dude on the court. That's not true with a Oscar Robertson or a John Havlicek as much, because at 6'5", number one, especially with the way height does work this year, you can compete better than you've been able to at previous years if you have comparable-ish height. But 6'1" is not comparable-ish height. 6'1" is tiny. So that is an important distinction to make at the end of the day. Good move. He's using the tray escape really well, and our opponent's defense has just not been exceptional. We got ourselves a 6-point, 2-assist lead. Now, you have a little bit of a better chance against a 6'6" dude than you do against a 6'1" dude, so we're going to see if he can stay in front of Jaylen Brown. See, that's much better. Again, if you are going to use this card, you have to hide him as much as possible. It's not going to be perfect, but you do the best you can. That is not what I was looking for. I just wanted a stick dunk. Gosh dang it, 2K. I just wanted to dunk the ball Bob Cousy, but unfortunately we can't do that, and he drills the 3 to cut it back to a 2-point game. That is a 5-point swing right there, and a very unfortunate one at that. Hit our slip again. Jaylen Brown guarding Jason Tatum with the dunk, excuse me. And we have a 4-point lead with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to make a wish. Beautiful stuff, though, so far in this game. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we're having a lot of success and definitely doing a good job so far. Now, can we defend well enough to get ourselves a couple stops? I got blown by there, and once you get blown by with a 6'1" dude, you're just never going to recover the way that you have a chance to recover animation-wise with like 6'8", 6'9" guys. It's one of the reasons that 6'1" is going to show so much. I will say, if you get the proper wall-up animation, you can still get the occasional paint stop on a dude who's 3-4 inches taller than you. You're probably not going to get many stops on a 6'10" dude unless they're absolutely gassed, but that's okay. I will say the problem mainly is that he's just not going to get the recovery defensive animations that you would really want, and his fade is a teensy bit slow comparatively. I will say it's not quite Oscar or John Havlicek level in terms of his animation speed. It's just because his upper isn't as good, and that's why upper controls the animation speed basically when it comes to a Pro 2 fade and that type of stuff, as well as a release. And while his animations are good and he's playing well, they're just not quite as fast and quite as elite, and that again, not ideal on a dude who's already a couple of inches shorter than the other options, which Havlicek and Oscar, again, are 6'5". So not good defense. They're giving up a wide open 3. My bad, but it's a 1-point game with 1:41 left. He's going to eventually have to double team me probably if he's going to keep playing this level of defense. There we go. He's trying to on-ball now. I respect it, and I want to hit my slip so bad. Come set me a pick and pop here, and we're going to reject this, and now we're going to go this way. Good move. Pop, catch, run this way, reject the screen, and he actually played that really well. He played that well. I will give credit where it is due. He played that really well, and he probably greened that too. He didn't. That's a big miss. That was really well played by him until he missed the shot. Going to reject the screen here. That is a good job of using some sort of push cross, but I just don't hold it down long enough. Slightly early again. Dang it. Block. Yes, Tatum, 6'8". Again, that's why you want size, because a 6'1" player probably ain't doing that. And yeah, that's good offense though, and it got us a stop, which is what was important. And I don't think he's greening that because that's really deep. I was gonna say that was gonna be a tough one to hit, and he missed it without takeover. And 56 seconds left, 1-point lead, and a point guard who has takeover. This is an opportunity to finish out this game. Yes, you're only 6'1", but you can 100% facilitate a win here, I think. Drag back, go this way, and now L2 cancel. Boom, got him. Oh my lord, I just cooked him. That was a clip. And that's why I love it when I got good SIGs on my cards late in the game and late in the year. It is because I can hoop. I can go to work with anybody. Bob Cousy, 4-pointer for the dagger. Oh my goodness gracious. 6'1" doesn't matter. He's still dicing your 6'11" team up. And Jaylen Brown at 6'6", he can guard well enough again. Again, he's usable. Every card is freaking usable at this point in the year that comes out damn near. I'm not going to say he's the best card in the game. He's 6'1". Again, he gives up a shot even there. It was less contested than it would have been if he was taller, but I will say he got some sort of contest on it, and then he finishes over Bill Russell. Height matters less than it used to. It still matters, but it does matter less than it used to. Bob Cousy with 18 points, 3 assists. If you are better than your opponent at the video game, you can compete with a guy like Bob Cousy on the court. Now, if your opponent's team has their shortest player at 6'9" or 6'10", that's going to be tough. But like that type of stuff generally doesn't happen very much in your matchups. And holy smokes, this has been a destruction. The last couple minutes of this gameplay were just destroyed him. I mean, it was close for a while, but goodness gracious, we just scored 13 straight points and just decimated him at the end of that game. Very, very impressive, and that's how you close out a game. Bob Cousy with 22 and 3, 7 of 13, 6 of 10 from 3. Very, very impressive performance. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.